All right, so again, good afternoon. If you have a band, y'all know I like to start with those band pastors. Go and grab it. If you have a dowel rod, great. If you don't have anything, that's absolutely fine. Let's get those shoulders nice and engaged. Pull that band apart, working some pass-throughs, taking your time here. Not really worried about how many reps you do, but how good those reps are. And if you do not have a band or a dowel rod, no big issues. Just give yourself some very intentful arm circles as we try to get some blood flow through that upper shoulder girdle, through that T-spine, get the chest opened up, get that back turned on. Got about 5 more seconds here. We'll use the majority of our warm-up. We'll be going over the movements we're going to do in today's class. This is just to get us woken up. Go ahead and get rid of that band, that dowel rod, whatever you have. We're going to go right to our hinge squat double lunge, 5 reps of this. So athletic stance, nice strong hinge, nice strong squat, and then that double lunge. Your pace, intentful hinge, deep squat if you can, and then that double lunge. Start trying to activate that pillar, activate that midsection, nice and strong in that upper back. 2 more reps if you're with me. So y'all, this is a very simple warm-up I like to take y'all through before equipped. So again, we're mainly using our movements to get through the rest of our warm-up today. And that's just, that one right there is just something I like to memorize. If you ever don't know what to do, that gets everything turned out pretty good. All right, so let's grab a moderate weight. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to mainly be working with kettlebells, and all of these movements can be done with dumbbells, a gallon of water, cinder block, anything else that you can grab onto. All right? So our first combination today is going to be our tactical lunge, which I'm a huge fan of, and our alternating row, which is going to have a lot of variations to it. So let's go for our tactical lunge first. Kettlebell or dumbbell in right hand. All right, your right foot's going to step back. You have your balance. You have your balance. Pulling down, passing under inside of that left leg. Staying tall. Left leg goes back. Going towards the right. Give me 4 more reps. Right foot steps back, pass under, left foot steps back, pass under, right foot last time, under, left foot last time, and under. If you caught yourself kind of doing this little pass through around the front of the body, just slow it down. I want you to try to pass towards the inside of the thigh today. All right, so for our alternating bent row, and you are doing these with me, by the way, you're not just standing there. With our bent row, if you have a dumbbell, it's going to look a little something like this. Nice strong hinge. You're going to leave one hand down. You're going to row, switch the dumbbell, row, switch the dumbbell, row. So if you have that dumbbell, give me a couple of reps. All right, if you're using a kettlebell, what I want to challenge you with today is actually going a full pull off the ground. So you're going to have the hinge and then press that elevator down button, get a hold of that kettlebell, strong row to the floor, strong row to the floor. The reason I'm not encouraging that variation with a dumbbell is it's just really hard to get that low to the handle. But if you can manage it, you can manage it. All right? So we have our alternating row after our tactical lunge. Our next superset, we're going to work an alternating swing partnered with an alternating halo. So I'm going to demo the swing with a dumbbell today because y'all know swings pretty well. So let's touch on how to do it with a dumbbell with an alternating swing. You're going to hold it like a hammer grip. Okay? So thumbs pointed up. Nice athletic stance. Upper inner thigh, just like we would with the kettlebell. Upper inner thigh, and you're switching up top. All right, give me 6 reps, 3 on each side. And then relax. I've got a really light dumbbell here. Yours probably shouldn't be floating like that. All right. And then, if, of course, you're using a kettlebell, same thing. You switch up top. You can either serve the platter or grab the opposite side of the handle. With that halo, if you're using a kettlebell, I like bottom up position. Again, wearing that black shirt I'm notorious for, so you can't see my kettlebell. All right? So it's going to be in front of the chest. It's going to work around the head, back in front of the chest, around the head. If you're using a dumbbell, you're just going to grab either end. So I'm going to go 6 quick reps. Again, you're doing these with me just to get that body woken up. Cool, and relax. All right. So our last combination today is a very simple movement, but it's going to gas you, all right? Depending on your weight, it's either going to be complete power, complete strength, or metabolic, all right? So we're going to work a single arm squat press. We're going to work one side at a time, preferably your non-dominant side. So for me, it's my left side. My left shoulder is a little weaker. Carry my kids too much on that side. All right, it's causing some issues. So I'm going to rack my left side. I'm going to pull down to my bottom squat position and then punch. Pulling down, punch. So pretty simple movement. A lot of us know pretty well. All right, well, with this, we're going to for 45 seconds. So if you're going to challenge yourself with a heavy weight, it's going to look more like this. Pulling down, punch, rack. Down, punch, rack. Okay? That's especially if you're working a heavy weight. If you're working a lighter weight, it might look a little more something like this. It might look a little more fluid, where you're just banging out those reps, and that's absolutely fine. So make sure it's appropriate. All right, let's switch out sides. Be 3 reps. All right, so let's get into the workout. First superset, tactical lunge, alternating row. We are going 3 rounds today. Make sure this volume's cranked up. All right, so we're passing to the inside of the leg. Got 10 seconds just so I get this clock synced up. I'll go heavy with y'all today, heavier. All right, so I've got my right hand, 3, 2, right foot steps back, pass under and up. So before you add speed, make sure you're working a nice hip snap. So punch to that stand position. We're strong through the belly. The descent can be controlled and punch on your way up. You'll notice my back leg is not going very far back. Okay, I'm keeping that back knee right underneath my center mass. Try to keep it underneath the body. And I'm just squeezing that kettlebell through. Keeping my chest nice and proud. Strong to that torso. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, so we have our alternating row coming up. Again, if you have a dumbbell, I recommend keeping both hands down, switching at the bottom. If you're working a kettlebell, I challenge you to come off the floor. 3, 2, work. So if you're working that kettlebell, your hips are staying locked in. It's just that T-spine that's moving back and forth. If you're working a dumbbell, you're going to stay a little more, I'll kind of mirror you, where you're not going to hit the floor. You're going to be still nice and hinged, and you're going to pass from hand to hand. If you start to feel that low back, I need you to stand up, reset, and then go again. About 10 seconds. Pull through your back, not just your bicep. Feel that shoulder blade and relax. All right, tactical lunge coming back up. We got 3 rounds of this. Heart rate's gonna get up a little bit. We're gonna be a little bit metabolic with these alternating sets. All right, I'm going right hand, right foot steps back. Let's work. Tactical lunge. So now we start thinking about is that pillar, that strong belly. So we're strong, we're tight through the abs. You should feel that opposite side fire off as you stand. Driving through that front heel. Full hip extension. So you're getting all the way up top. Last 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. All right, all row coming up. If you got variations, dumbbell, you're working switch at the bottom, hanging it off. Kettlebell, you're working off the floor. All right, let's set it up. Let's go. So once you start working through this movement, you're not worried about me. Your eyes are on the ground. Make sure those hips are low enough to keep that back flat. Especially if you're working that kettlebell pull. Got about 15 seconds left, so you start to feel that low back, especially on that dumbbell. I need you to stand up, reset the belly, pull those abs back in. and then get back to work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. One more round, and we're done with our tackle lunge, our tactical lunge, and done with our all row. Big breath. All right. Just to stay consistent, right hand. Right foot steps back. Let's work. So you've got your legs down. You know what your legs are supposed to do. Now really start thinking about that chest staying proud, that back staying strong, and that belly staying engaged. 20 seconds, and you're done with your tactical lunges. About 5 seconds. 3, 2, and relax. All right, big breath. We're warm, we're awake, we're feeling good. Nice and strong to the belly. Find that athletic stance. Punch those hips back. Let's work. Strong exhale out of your mouth. Every pull. You don't have to hear yourself. I'm just doing it obnoxiously so y'all can be reminded. As long as you exhale strong, you're doing it right. 15 seconds. And then we're moving on to that alt swing and our halo combination. Another one of my favorite combinations. 3, 2, 1. Relax, perfect timing. Start to feel that low back a little bit. It's getting a little lazy in the abs. All right, alternating swing coming up. Remember, dumbbell, you're gonna have a hammer grip. So your thumb's gonna be pointed up. You still switch up top. Set it up. Let's work. So we switch when that weight is weightless. So before gravity grabs back on, we're exhaling with every rep. Plenty of time if you start feeling a little sloppy, especially if you got a big heavy weight, you got fatigue going on, take that extra breather. And relax. All right. So again with that halo, working around the head. If you're working that dumbbell, you're working each end of it. So you got a good grip on either end, working around the head. All right, your kettlebell, bottom up. Now let's work. I'll space the camera for once, just so we can see that tight grip of the kettlebell. My pillar is strong, my belly is strong, my knees are soft, my feet are gripping the floor. Whether you're barefoot or whether you're with shoes, hopefully you're noticing my head is not moving. Eight seconds. Woo! And relax. Alt swing, coming back up. Feeling good, feeling good. So we're about 15 minutes into class. We've got 10 more minutes of work to do, plenty of time. All right, but just take a check on how you're feeling. If you can do this for another hour, I need you to up your intensity. 2, 1, let's work. We can use walking for our endurance work. When we're equipped, we're challenging strength. We're trying to find fatigue. Encourage the body to get stronger. "15 seconds. ribbon circuit, halo coming back up. Some of you know the ribbon. We work around, hit that pocket, back around, hit the pocket. If you want to work the ribbon, be my guest. All right, bottom up, you got a kettlebell, working around. You're going to work that ribbon, belly button comes with you. So you work back opposite direction. So from the side, you'll see my hip presses back, nice and strong. So I'm working that hip load, that hip extension. "15 seconds. Or if you're working traditional halo, you're still staying tight around the head. Concentrate on that nice healthy shoulder girdle. Love this one for posture. And relax. One more round. Got our alt swing coming back up. Okay, 45 seconds can be a long time for 3 rounds of swings. So if you do hit fatigue, start to feel that low back, you feel sloppy, you get that weight down, you rest. We still got a lot of work to do. 2, 1, work. You don't have to be obnoxious about your breath, but you're feeling that exhale every rep. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 2, 1, relax. All right, final round of our halo or that ribbon, if you're working it, and then we're moving on to our finisher today, our squat single arm press. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, strong pickup. Set it up. Let's work. Good, we got it. You're nice and smooth. You're not chasing the weight. You're in control of every inch. "15 seconds. So again, when we get to that squat overhead press, it's single arm. You need to pace yourself appropriately and relax. Pace yourself appropriately depending on the weight that you have. So I'm going to go a little high of moderate. So I'm going to be racking every round and pausing before my next squat. If you're going lighter, you can go metabolic. You can bang out your reps. We got 45 seconds to work. I go with non-dominant side. Rack up your weaker side. Set up that squat. Let's work. Pace yourself, 12 seconds. Three, 2, and relax. You got time. Anybody got time? You can set that weight down. All right, big breaths. Going opposite side, same movement. Snap through those hips, drive through that weight. Rack it. Let's work. Thinking about that strong rib cage as we press through, the pulling down, pressing all the way through those heels, snapping through those hips. Four, 3, 2, and relax. 1 round down, 2, heck of a finisher today. Going back to non-dominant side, so your weaker side is next. Rack it. Let's work. Again, your pace is appropriate for the weight that you're working. We're strong in that upper back as we pull to our bottom position. Four, three, two, one. Relax. Woo! Adjust your weight appropriately, all right? If you're getting gas, you're getting tanked, you can't even get through half the round. You have lighter weights, drop it down, all right? Or rest longer in that rack position. Get that recovery, pull and snap. Load it, squat it, punch. Fifteen seconds. Last 3, 2, and relax. Woo! Woo! Man, strength flows me. A lot of fun after this. Shoulders gonna be mad at me. All right, last round, non-dominant side. We're gonna finish up with that dominant. You are done. All right, big breath. Rack it. Pull down. Punch. Give yourself a nice strong check. All right, are you able to keep that chest up? Keep that chest up in that squat. As you pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Left side clap. Left side's done. Or your non-dominant side's done. Whatever that is for you. The last 45 seconds of work here. And you are done for the day. All right, big breath. Rack it. Squat. Punch. Finish standing out of that squat position with a nice strong hip thrust. It'll help initiate that kettlebell or that dumbbell out of that rack position. Really helping to get that power. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and safely unrack. Give yourself a double hand clap. Woo! All right. Man, feeling good, feeling good. A couple of deep breaths for me, please. Grab a sip of water if you have it. Hopefully you have it. All right. Big breath in. Slow exhale. Right foot steps back into that lunge position for me, please. Once we're in that lunge position, fire off that right glute. Rock that body forward, open up that hip flexor. And let's just hang out there for a little bit. That's all we're worried about right now. We did a lot of work through that pelvic girdle stage between low back, lumbar, hips, glute strength. A lot of quad work, clearly a lot of hamstring work with the swings. So this is most likely what's going to cause you some tightness around the body tomorrow if you don't get a good stretch. Just go and switch. If you're doing strength flow after this, this is enough to get us calmed down before strength flow. If you are done for the day, I highly recommend you spend more time in this position, at least a minute. And after that, you can either work your reach, trying to open up that upper back, find that door jam, open up the pecs. It's about 40 to 60 seconds per large muscle group. And then it never hurts to knock out those hamstrings for a while. A simple forward fold in a seated position is cool. All right, I know we like to show the really neat stuff sometimes, but sometimes simplicity gets the job done. Thank you all very much. Great work today.